Tell me, where did okay. Tell me.
Copyright.
Don't want to pay. Tell me, have you ever done something so small, but it felt like a mini protest? Like ignoring a text until you're ready, or wearing slippers to the grocery store when everyone else is dressed up. I won't do that ever. I'm Stephen.
And I'm Miguel, and today we're going to be talking about micro-rebellions. Those little acts that may not change the world, but change the way you move through it. Small, quiet choices that say, this is me.
It's exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Oh my God. Copyright.
This is GM2U. Right?
Alright, so welcome back to GM2U, and today we're going to be talking about micro-rebellion. Very interesting topic.
Should we woo that?
Yeah, it should be woo there. But, yeah, today we're going to be talking about what micro-rebellion is, and what it pertains to, and what acts people do that could be considered as a micro-rebellion. So before all of that, let's discuss what micro-rebellion is. The definition of micro-rebellion: it's small acts that break the not out of defiance, but authenticity. Which makes it very interesting, just because I think micro-rebellion is such a strong word for this. It's a matter of it's a matter of being unique. Basically, micro-rebellion leads to being unique. I mean, it depends on the situation, but I don't think it's really like a micro-rebellion. I think that's a little bit too much.
It's like leaning into more of your choices rather than other people's opinion.
It's building your own image, being unique, like I said.
Maybe a performative male made this term.
Maybe, I don't know.
When I saw this on social media, I was like, micro-rebellion?
Right.
I thought there's gonna be a rally again. We might need to put out a statement again as an entertainment company, but when I read it, it's basically loving your own choices and standing by it, not being affected by the waves of society.
Right. I mean, you might not be wrong. It might be a performative male who made up this term. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. It's being sophisticated. It's trying to be smart. Anyway. So what are the examples of micro-rebellions? It says here, not following every trend on TikTok, choosing comfort over fashion in how you dress, not laughing at a joke you don't find funny, saying, I'll think about it instead of yes right away. Again, all of these things is just a matter of, it's a matter of who you are. It just depends on, your own tastes.
I was actually reminded of this one friend of mine. When Squid Game was released, everyone was watching it.
Right.
But, everyone was watching it not because it was on trend, but they discovered, just like me, I discovered that, it was a nice series, it was exciting, it was exhilarating. So, I watched Squid Game. So, I recommended that to my friend who is also a Netflix buff, a movie buff. I told him, "Oh, you should watch Squid Game. It's so exciting. There's a
Right.
thrill. You know, it's like running while watching it."
Yeah.
And he told me, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't watch movies that were just out recently." I was
That's
like,
fair.
"Why? I don't like to jump on trends." He said.
That's fair.
I mean, and I told him, "It's not a trend. It's simply trending because it's nice."
That is
but
true
it's-
as well.
It's not a trend. And he was like, "I'll just watch it after a few years." A few years? Like 3 years now. So after 3 years now. And I was looking at him like, what's the problem with this guy? How can we converse? How can we relate as friends while I'm talking about Squid Game? And considering he hasn't watched it yet, I might
Right.
spoil it.
Yeah, I mean, I do see both perspectives from between you and your friend. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I respect him not watching it because he thinks it's a trend.
Yeah.
I also understand that, you know, your perspective where the reason why you're recommending it and it's trending because it is a great show. Again, like we talked in the previous episode about the power of saying no. It's just, yeah, it's just his preference.
Yeah.
It's like it's his micro rebellion.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. But it's his micro rebellion, not to offend people, but it's. I think it's more of like, yeah, he just really doesn't want to jump into what a lot of people. He's trying to be
Yeah.
unique, basically.
Yeah.
And I mean, I respect him
weird?
for it.
No.
I mean, I respect.
Friend, I'm just joking.
I mean, I respect him for not jumping into it and waiting a few years for it. But at the same time, I think he could have worded it better. Like his no, I think he could have worded it better. He could have just said, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll give it a watch, maybe sometime." But
Or just like the
Not-
trailer or snippets only.
not even. You don't have to do that. It's just a matter of like taking it graciously. Like, okay, sure, I'll keep it in mind. Just say that, not literally like, oh, I don't want to watch that because it's trending. I'll probably watch it in 3 years' time. You hear the difference from just what I said. Like saying, sure, I'll check it out. You know, you compartmentalize it in your brain. Like, okay, this is trending. I'm not really into trends, so I'm gonna put it in this box in my head that, to watch list. And then, or compared to how he worded it, where like, oh, I don't want to watch it because it's trending. Yeah, like that's a little bit too much. Again, it's about respect.
Yeah.
And I think how he said it to you, I think that's why you're a little bit offended here. Is because of how he worded it.
Yeah.
Again, like,
But I think because speaking of, you were saying a while ago that you don't like the term micro rebellion. So
Yeah.
putting it in the perspective of my story with my friend, I think it's called micro rebellion. It's called as such just like how our working title suggests. It's a tiny act that disrupts the norm.
yeah.
So like there's this flat line of normalcy, and then there's this someone who suddenly says no, and it shakes up that flat line just like
mean,
an earthquake.
I do get what you mean, but
Yeah.
at the same time, what is normalcy? What is normal? Because, like nowadays, there's nothing normal. Right? I mean, if you think about it, like if we're going to compare
Yeah.
normalcy from way back in the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, it's not going to be the same normal for them to compare to us. That's why, like, you got to understand too, like, does it really pertain to normalcy? That's why I don't get the idea of micro rebellion, because you're rebelling against what? Against normalcy? But that's the thing. There is no more normalcy nowadays.
Yeah. Maybe if you live in Myanmar or North Korea, there's a sense of
I mean, yes.
normalcy.
Let's not get into that. I'm really against this. Yeah, like micro rebellions. Like, why do you have to call it micro rebellions? Just you're making it complicated. Just say no. Small no's feel like a rebellion, but I think that's putting it way out of proportion. I think again, I really don't.
Everyone who is in distress, get ready to call the ambulance.
But yeah, like I think micro rebellion is just putting things you don't like way out of proportion. Like no one is forcing you. If you are being forced to do something, then that's different. That's not a rebellion.
Simply put, micro rebels are ass.
Exactly. Yeah, like just say no, bro. Yeah,
and in Filipino, feeling pabibo or whatever.
I guess,
You feel like you're the center of everything. So you would say no destructively and think I've disrupted normalcy because this is my standard.
Yeah, again, at the end of the day, it's a matter of attention. Yeah, calling
this is so performative, Miguel.
calling this whole thing as a micro rebellion. Just say no. Just say what you feel. All right, now on our next segment, what's on your plate? We're gonna be talking about food micro rebellions. So.
Okay, there are trigger points here for me. So just say
it's
disclaimer for our audience.
I don't really think it's a trigger point, but it's like it says on our script right here. Skipping rice for breakfast.
The second bullet kasi, it looks like a trigger point. You could just say no.
Exactly. Anyway, it says here on our script, it says, skipping rice for breakfast, a quiet rebellion in the Philippines. Dude, just say, if you don't want rice for breakfast, then you don't have to eat rice. It's as
Eat
easy
corn
as that.
like a chicken, if you like.
You don't have to. But I guess it kind of does make sense, a micro rebellion, when these things are being enforced harshly. Then I guess you can call it a micro rebellion.
Yeah.
But yeah, skipping rice for breakfast, saying no to soup or sabaw when your mom insists, or aunt or whoever.
Diba? Why will you say no to a hearty sabaw?
I don't like it.
Yeah, we can say straight up. But
Yeah.
But in the case of micro rebels, I think it's more disrespectful of them just saying
how
no.
they say it. Again, it's all about how they say
It's
it.
very
Yeah.
disrespectful, yeah.
Yeah. It's really definitely like how they say it or how they portray it.
Fun fact, I need to state this. Fun fact, the word micro rebellion is super in trend, usually on LinkedIn, describing workers or employees that say no to their bosses.
I mean, that's fair. I completely understand.
And then it bleed out to general society.
Right. I think micro rebellion in the office workspace makes a whole lot more sense rather than in general, because in general, just say no. Anyway, going back to food related micro rebellions, eating merienda food in the morning, ice cream for breakfast. Yeah, like why not? Right? Like choosing the unpopular option, ordering palabok instead of pancit canton when with friends. This is what? It's honestly like, again, this is all about preference. If you like palabok, get palabok. You know, if you like pancit canton, get pancit canton.
If you want to eat chicken instead of noodles, go ahead.
Right.
The heck
It
we
just-
care.
Yeah, exactly. Like, honestly, food is one of the safest places to practice saying no. I wouldn't say to practice micro rebellions. No. It's a safe place to say no because again, at the end of the day, it's all about preferences.
Yeah.
It's personal, harmless, and definitely me. Okay, on this segment of GM2Me, where we get your questions in the evening and we'll answer them in the morning of the next day, we have Janelle, who's 22 from Iloilo City. Iloilo City. Iloilo City. Iloilo. Anyway, Janelle says, "Hi GM2U, I always feel pressured to post everything I do online because my friend says if you didn't post it, it didn't happen. But sometimes I just want to enjoy without documenting. Is it okay to rebel like that? Or am I missing out?"
It's okay.
Oh my god, she's 22. She doesn't know anything. I need to remind myself that some people who ask questions like these are younger. I have to remind myself that. Janelle, you are not missing out if you don't post things.
Yeah.
They are not your friends if they're making you post.
You're
Do
not their
whatever
photographer.
What's up? What was that?
You're not their photographer. Don't feel obligated to post things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, even if you were the one who took the photos, you can just send them directly. You don't
Yeah.
have to post them on your social media. You... Children. But yeah, definitely, you don't have to, post things. It's at the end of the day, it's your social media page. What is social media? If we're gonna talk about it, it's really just, it's flexing. Yeah, and definitely like not posting right now nowadays is a valid choice. Like privacy is very powerful. As someone who worked social media before, privacy is such a big thing. Like a lot of people are saying that they want to be famous, like they want to be, they want to have the attention, whatever. But you got to realize that if you do have that kind of following, if you do have that attention, like I did say that we don't have any more normalcy nowadays, but it would definitely not have any more. It will definitely like bring you to a point of like you can't even go out to get groceries.
Yeah.
Because people will just recognize you everywhere. Definitely social media doesn't define real experience.
There's no person you see on social media that cries.
Yeah.
Everyone smiles. Everyone dances. Everyone is enjoying. If you
Right.
see someone who cries on social media, it gets weird, right?
Yeah.
So I agree. It's really curated.
A quiet rebellion like this keeps joy personal. Exactly. Saying no keeps your peace. And what's in your peace? Your joy, your happiness. I know, fear of missing out or FOMO is such a big thing at this age. But honestly, one of the best things is the joy of missing out.
Trust Miguel. He knows the joy of missing out. No, I'm not saying it sarcastically or whatever. I'm legitimately advocating for the joy of missing out.
There is a difference of, of missing out and being out of touch. There is a difference. Missing out is like you're not really like paying attention to what's trending or whatever, which doesn't mean that you're out of touch with how society is. You're still paying attention to how society is. As you should, because if you're out of touch, then you're basically like,
Backwards.
exactly, you're living backwards. Your friends need to grow up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Or change friends.
Yeah, change friends. Yeah.
Whatever it is. Just miss out on something.
Yeah. Relax. That's it for our episode today. Thanks for watching. I'm Miguel.
And I'm Steven, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye.